Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is ifeeunas. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe just before we continue. So today we are going to be reviewing the movie Dark October. So Dark October is a movie based on a true life story about Aluu, four students in Uniport who fell into the jungle justice treatment. If you're excited to see a known face here, I'm sorry, but you're going to be disappointed. So on my birthday in 2012, while I was celebrating my birthday, thanking God for life and praying for more life, long life and everything, four young boys somewhere had their lives being taken away from them untimely. Like, the moment I started watching that movie and I saw 5th October, gosh, like, the thing just rang in my head. Like, once I see 5th October anywhere, anything, like, all I just think about is, this is my day. And then I couldn't think of the fact, like, wow, I was thanking God, probably celebrated that year, and then someone somewhere was dying. And why is it that like most evil events that happen in this country happen in October? That's so weird. My mood is meant to be beautiful. Why is it so dark? The dialogues were definitely not the best I've seen in any movie, especially the mother of Big L. Like the way she was saying, okay son, this one son, the dialogues, they were just not the best. The way they communicated, the girlfriend and the boyfriend thing, like everything. But then again, it was okay, right? The main aim of this movie is for you to get the story, what happened, how it happened, and for for us to understand that this whole jungle justice thing is a wrong approach to things. I love the whole hostel settings things they use. It felt so realistic. The stove, the hostel, the clothes spread around, like all those things. Yeah, all those things really mattered. And then if you've ever browsed Uniport's hostel, I've not been to Uniport's hostel, but I now have browsed it, and I don't know about now, but I know that back in some years back I browsed and I'm like, wow, this is looking somehow. And the picture of what I had in my head is definitely the picture I saw in the movie. You guys, now when this movie started, there is this blood thing, like when they when they stoned them and everything. Like, this is the most, how would I put it, it's the most real I've seen blood look in Nollywood movies. Like, it's one of the most, let me not say it's the most, right? Like, it felt so realistic. It felt like a real blood. The color, the mark of the beatings, like those things, they put in effort in that particular part in the movie, and I really loved it. You can feel the emotion in this movie. I think the fact that like I felt the emotion, the story, it even made me like not even look at, oh, was there anything I didn't like in this movie? That's, to be very honest, right? And I think we need to start telling more of these real life events. Like, it's so cruel that someone would do that. The guy's real name is Bright. So from the story I heard, things I read about stuff after seeing the movie, they said that the guys actually went with machete. That the guys actually went with, I think, was it cutlass, axe, and just knife, stuff like that. So the main guy's name is Bright, to Bright's house in the movie Wisdom, and then he now did the whole thing. And I'm like, how will you be saying that you date Bright is nowhere to be found in the movie Wisdom? So let me just continue using their names in the movie. So how will you be like, how is it possible that you date, nobody knows the whereabouts of Wisdom? Now it's possible that Wisdom might even be watching my review, guys. So if you're watching this Wisdom, you're probably going to be a lot older now, right? I just feel the right thing to do would be to maybe just turn up. People won't persecute this guy as much as they would years back. That's just the honest truth. Like, the fact that you come out, because sometimes, as a Christian, there's this stuff about generational curse, something you don't know following you, following your kids, following your generations. Sometimes the best thing usually is just like own up to things, ask for forgiveness, and really move on with your life and have peace. Because like the thought of this movie being released, like this guy might be alive somewhere, he'll be seeing this, right? I can just imagine like because he can't be having peace now. Do you get? So I'm just imagining the emotions, and then that of the parents as well. Like it's just a lot. Like it's really a lot, right? But let's just get back to our review. I think the whole me saying about this movie is more like what I just came here to say, right? In case I didn't mention this earlier, so this happened in a community known as Aluu in Obiapo community local government in Rivers State. But something else I noticed was that they didn't use normal PH slang, Port Harcourt slang, right? I felt that would have also made it a bit more, if a blend way, you get what I mean. You understand? It can't be like say they use Lagos slang over PH slang. People will get PH slang. You get as PH slang they move. You get. So like I was expecting that, right? I don't know why I was speaking pidgin. I was expecting that, but then again they did well. There is this thing I usually say, Unyi mage mekiwa. Now that's exactly what happened to this guy. Is he asked that photocopy guy and the Babashu maker denied them, but Unyi mage mekiwa. So like in this life, you just have to keep praying, like so you're not in a situation where Unyi mage mekiwa, who could do you something. That's literally what I'm trying to say. And that's like I'm giving this like an Igbo to English translation. They call it a literal translation. So this is the part where my microphone had the impetus to stop working. Okay, so you guys, we're going to finish up with a voiceover. I felt the ending was too stretched, like that scene. They took a lot of minutes to show that. I'm like, okay, I've seen what I want to see. I've gotten the emotions. Can we move to the next scene? It was too stretched for me. That's my personal opinion. Then I forgot to mention that this is Linda Ikeji's first production, and she also co-wrote the movie with Odegasha. Then the movie was directed by Tucker McBarrett, and the guy that did the coloring did it, and that guy did well. Like he's good. Okay. Then some of the cast members are Chuks Joseph, Opara Munachi, Kelechukwu, Oriaku, Kem IJ Kechuku, Chibe Johnny, and Bowman Magnet. Sorry, Bowman Bognet. Yeah. So this movie cinematography was basically it was basic. It was basic. There was nothing spectacular about it, nothing special, nothing extra. The location choice was amazing. Is I think this is one of the things I loved most about this movie, the location choice, right? I loved how they implemented the language a little. I loved the way they tried to show things, how things were in 2012 in respect to makeup, clothing and all that. Then I loved the fact that their main aim was to make you feel this was happening, like you're feeling this is happening right in front of you. So for that, I give them, like, they did the work, emotional wise. Emotion wise, they did the work. Then there's another moral lesson we should take from this story. Now, growing up, my mom usually tells us to be in the right place at the right time and at the right moment. I don't know again, guys. Please complete this in the comment section for me. I can't remember. But then again, these guys, from the story I read, that they actually went there around 12 a.m. or something, 11 or 12 a.m. And that's another thing I noticed in this movie. Yeah, that was another thing I noticed. Because they said you are going around 5, right? And then the time the guy on green was saying, like, from the moment they took them, they did the whole undoshi, they met the guy on green, and then he took them to that place that he locked them up, and he said that they'll miss the chief in the morning by daybreak. I'm like, I thought these guys went here by 5. Before this things finish happening, sisters for don't knock down, day for don't break. Like, it should have been bright because it was still looking dark. Because my mind, when he said daybreak, I was feeling okay, maybe he means 8 a.m. But when I looked outside, everywhere was still dark. So I didn't really understand that. I felt maybe it's me that I didn't watch it well, but that's what I heard, right? Um, so, like, in life, right? We really, I'm not trying to say that maybe if they are there, maybe by a brighter time in the morning, that this will not have happened or something, or giving excuse for, no, there is no excuse for this people that
treated them that way, there will never be an excuse for that. But then again, we should also learn to also be in the right place at the right time. At Chineke, is it at the right moment? What's wrong with me? I don't know why my brain is touching now. Okay, guys, so I think I've talked a lot and I don't want this to be too long. So I'm just going to end this review here. And if you like this review, please don't forget to like and drop a comment, guys. Your comments really means a whole lot. Share this video to others. Subscribe if you haven't, because why won't you subscribe to my channel? And if you're wondering why I was on my usual high and hyper, I was shooting that video in the midnight. I don't want me to chase them come off from house. May they chase me come off from house. I was just trying to reduce my voice as much as I could. Okay, guys, until next time, I love. Bye. Mwah.